So here's Spot, my baby girl, my partner in crime. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Not necessarily her, but just having pets on the road with you, and what to expect, things to consider. So one major thing I found out with Spot is you need to consider shedding. She is an American Bulldog. I think she's part pit, and she sheds a lot. I have to vacuum. I mean, I don't know if you probably can't tell because I vacuum every other day. And I have to dust my screens, my dash. They all get really dusty that they didn't get before with her. You can see on her seat, I have a seat cover. This is her third seat cover because she jumps up and down so much that she puts little holes in them and they get wore out really quick. I'm going to try to get leather seat covers next time, so maybe they won't hold the hair so much. And just for a side note, if you're thinking about seat covers, I thought I had to get special ones for the Freightliner, and I found out that regular car or truck seat covers do fit. So if you're looking for some, you can get them at Walmart or wherever, and they will work. This one is starting to get wore out. And so you're probably going to need seat covers. You're going to need to vacuum, clean your dash. She puts nose marks on the windows, my windshield, and the side windows. So I clean my windows probably about once a week, the inside of them. What else? You want to make sure that they're potty trained before you get on the truck. I can't imagine trying to do trucking and trying to potty train a dog. Also, it's a good idea to make sure that they're past their chewing phase. She has went through a lot of toys, and she destroys them. Toys usually don't last. This is the only toy that has lasted the longest. Playology. I got it at a TSC, Tractor Supply, and we've had it for probably a little over a year now. She plays with it all the time. It's her favorite toy, and it's the only thing that she has not been able to destroy. So if you're looking for something like that, that's what I would suggest. Look at that look. But yeah, make sure that they're past their chewing phase. You don't want your seats or your armrests or your bed or your pillows or anything else destroyed. I'm not going to tell you how I know that. She went through a very bad chewing phase. So you need to make sure that they don't do that and that they're past that. Her food, it's hard to carry a big 50-pound food bag on the truck. So if you're going to be on the road, sorry, for a long time, you're over the road, you might have to find somewhere to stop when you do your 34 to buy more food. I get the little bags, and I keep it behind my seat. The little 20-pound bag or whatever it is. I have a 50-pound bag at home that I fill up when I go home on home time. Because a big bag's hard to keep in here. And you've probably noticed she's got a big food dish. I also got a big water dish. I found out you have to have a deeper water dish, and you can't fill it more than halfway full because it will spill when you hit bumps and you go down the road. The water's gonna splash out, get your floor wet, so beware of that. Be expected that they're gonna wake you up during the night to go out. Sometimes she's really good See, she tells me she wants the window down. Sometimes they're really good, and she'll sleep all the way through the night, no issues. Other times she gets me up a couple times a night, and we have to go out. Which I'm glad that she lets me know, but it breaks up my sleep. Also, sometimes you have to stop more than you expected to go and let them out. You know, if they get an upset stomach, or it's been a long time, you have to stop. You have to let them out. Whether you need to go or not, you have to stop for them. Depending on the size of the dog, they will need help getting in and out of the truck. I've seen some people that have bought steps or ladders, that have had to pick their dogs up to put them in the truck. I was picking her up at first, and then I said, this is too much. I can't keep doing this. So I taught her how to jump in. She jumps in now, uses the steps, thankfully. So that's something to consider. It's hard to make vet appointments or take them to training because you're not home. You're out here on the road. You know, I would love to get her fixed. I haven't been able to do that yet because I'm not home. I haven't been able to make an appointment. And I would like to put her through training classes, and we haven't been able to do that either because we're not home long enough. You have to think about how they deal with other dogs and other people, because you're out in the public all the time. I have so many people, she gets so many comments that, you know, they want to come up and pet her, you know, or they're walking by the truck even. And some dogs don't like that. They'll bark, and there's times she's aggressive towards other dogs sometimes. Not aggressive, but it gets overexcited and she'll scratch at the windows. I know other dogs will bark a lot. So you just have to think about how they react to other people and dogs, because you're going to see that a lot. A lot of other truckers have dogs. They'll be out walking. Some of the truck stops have dog parks. Like, especially Love's. I think almost all of them have dog parks. You can take them to play, and if there's other dogs out there, other dogs even walking around, how are they going to react? And where I park, I have to consider that every day. And I will try to park where there's a lot of grass so that we can go for long walks, because I get tired of being in the truck all the time. They need to get out and walk around and play. So usually I don't park up by the buildings because there's not a grass up there, and I don't want to walk around the parking lot in traffic. Rest areas have a lot more grass, or I'll park in the back or along the edges, where we have more options to walk around. Beware when you're walking around of a lot of people throw their trash out. You're gonna find food, and as I was saying, you're gonna find, when you're walking around, you're gonna find food, bones that people have thrown out. She loves to get into the food and the bones, and I have to tell her to leave it and let it go, and pull her away from them sometimes, because she eats too many bones. It's gonna make her sick. We found a couple toys that people have left at truck stops, and one time we found a whole box of milk bones that somebody threw out. So just watch what you're gonna find. You never know, because people throw stuff out all the time. Another cool idea that we're doing today, since we have some downtime, if you have an empty trailer, it's a great place to bring them up here and let them play. play fetch. I'll throw the toy to the back and make her bring it back, and so that's an option. Another thing to consider if you have a dog on the truck with you is, of course, your company policy. Most companies will require like a certain amount down. Your dog can't be over 60 pounds. And of course, probably when you have damage on the truck when you turn it in, they're going to charge you for that, I would assume. So you need to figure out what the company policies are. Some companies don't allow dogs at all. So if you know that you plan on having a dog, you want to, of course, ask that before you sign on with the company. So hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit, give you a little insight on what it's like having a dog on the truck with you. I mean, they're great companions. I love having her. It keeps me company, gets me out of the truck. But there are some setbacks.